Hello and welcome. I'm Kojo, also known as musician Karma Houdini. I do original music as well as cover songs that you can find here on this YouTube channel or on any music app you're familiar with, like Spotify, Bandcamp, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, so on and so forth. I also play lead guitar in the progressive metal, heavy metal band Master Sword. We have original music that's kind of inspired by The Legend of Zelda and female vocals, so if that sounds interesting to you, be sure to check out our most recent album, The Final Door. Today, I'm going to be doing a different kind of video than normal, rather than a like guitar performance or doing a reaction video. Today I'm going to be doing like a tier list or a ranking kind of thing. I've checked out like 10 songs from Babymetal so far on this channel. I've done reactions to 10 songs, and so I thought it'd be interesting to kind of rank them. So we have our S tier. Second. Yeah, we have S tier, which is like the best, the top. We got A tier right below that, B tier below that, C tier, and then finally D tier. So I haven't decided the order beforehand for these songs. I'm just gonna go in the order that I listen to them and then position them. So the first Babymetal song that I reacted to was Akatsuki, I believe. Yeah. So Akatsuki, that had... Yeah, I'm gonna play some of the music in the background here. So, as an introduction to Babymetal, I found this to be a really interesting song. It had, you know, these somber melodies, and then it has a really powerful riff that kicks in after the mellow intro. I remember really enjoying this song. So, I might rearrange these songs once I have them all on the board, but for now, let me just... Actually, yeah, for now, why don't I just put them all... I'm going to put them all in D tier as I just, you know, go through each of the songs, and then I will actually arrange them in their correct tiers. I don't really expect to put anything in D tier, just, I guess, a spoiler right out the gate, because I pretty much liked everything I've heard so far, so I don't think anything's going to go in D tier. And then after Akatsuki, the next song I heard was Rondo of Nightmare, I believe. So let's see, where is that? Oh, here it is. I was looking, because it's in alphabetical order, so I was looking for it to be in R, but it wasn't there. Then I realized, oh, it's Akumu no Rondo, which is the Japanese... Akumu is Japanese for nightmare. So Rondo of Nightmare was the next one I listened to. Sorry about that. And that was a cool song, because it had a very waltz-like feel to it, classical, sort of neoclassical metal style as well, and I really like the chorus in that song. It's so cool. And then you have like a lot of heavy riffs for the verses. But yeah, the chorus in the song is so... Yeah, I love the chorus in that song. So yeah, that is a really cool sort of waltz style metal song. And one of the things that will carry through for all these 10 songs I'm going to be talking about is that Babymetal has surprised me with how varied their music is. They take inspiration from lots of different types of metal, and even inspiration from genres of music that are outside of metal, which I really appreciate, because I like metal a lot, but I also like a lot of music that has nothing to do with metal. So I appreciate when people take influences from outside of metal and then combine it with metal, because really metal is just playing distorted guitars, you have bass guitar, you have drums. As long as you've got those elements, pretty much anything could be metal. So you can transform any style of music into metal pretty much, and I think that's cool. So after Nightmare, Rondo of Nightmare, Akumu no Rondo, I believe the next one was Headbanger. Yeah, that's right. Headbanger was the next one I listened to. Looks like there are two different versions. I'll just take this one. Headbanger was really cool. It has that you know, thing that gets, when they say headbang over and over again, that just gets stuck in your head so easily. It's a very earwormy song, but very heavy as well. You know, it's like head do ban, 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 bam 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 bam. Yeah, that just always gets stuck in my head when I think about that song. So I quite liked that one. The one after that I listened to was Tales of the Destinies. So as a guy who likes progressive rock and progressive metal, and I play in a progressive metal band and things like that, people were recommending Tales of the Destinies to me very strongly. And once I finally listened to it and reacted to it, I saw exactly why people were recommending it to me, because it was really cool. Here it is. It is absolutely a love letter to progressive metal and Dream Theater specifically. It is very similar to Dream Theater in a lot of ways, but it also has its own kind of stuff. It also has some like almost math rocky elements. It kind of reminds me a little bit of early Protest the Hero at certain points, especially during like the like verses and stuff. Lots of twists and turns and unexpected moments. Some people might find the song to be disjointed, but I actually liked it quite a bit. Yeah, it is. It feels so Dream Theater like. It's awesome. So after Tales of the Destinies was Megitsune. So this was the song about like foxes that can transform into women, and women like it's a song about, I guess, sort of being a Japanese woman. Um, and I found it, and it's also tied in with Japanese folklore and yokai and things like that. I found this song to be pretty cool. I liked how they took a traditional Japanese piece of music and used it as a recurring motif throughout the song. The dun 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 dun, dun. That whole section, I think that was really cool. I forget what the name of the specific traditional Japanese song it is that they are referencing there, but I remember somebody mentioned it in the comments, and it is something I've heard referenced in other places in Japanese media. So yeah, that was Mikitsune. Then the next one I believe I listened to was Babymetal Death. So this one is sort of like an introductory song to the band almost. Um, it is a lot simpler than a lot of the other music that I've reacted to from them. It is there's very little lyrics. It's just basically spelling out baby metal, and then the three vocalists saying their names like Su Meta Des, Moa Meta Des, that kind of thing. And the pun there is of course that death. When you pronounce it in Japanese becomes des, which is like something you put at the end of an affirmative statement in Japanese in polite speech. So baby metal des is like baby metal death, but it's also like it's baby metal or we're baby metal, that kind of thing. So yeah, that was a pretty cool song. Next was Starlight, which I found to be really interesting because it was sort of like the most like modern progressive metal style song out of what I had heard up to that point. Yeah, I remember remarking it kind of reminds me of like gent bands. It sort of reminds me of like Periphery and Polyphia. And the chorus, the chorus really slaps, as the kids say. I really liked that song. So let's see, where is it? Starlight. Here it is. Oh yeah, that's right. And don't worry, I will be reacting to some more songs by this band. So I know there's still some requests for specific songs by Babymetal that I haven't gotten to yet, but I will try and get to some more of them for sure. Um, so yeah, so Starlight was really cool, very melodic, very pretty, beautiful chorus. I love the like chanting the na 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 in the background. And then, sort of in a similar style, right after that one, I listened to Brand New Day. Because I said that Starlight reminded me of Polyphia, and then somebody's like, oh, if you like Polyphia, you will probably like Brand New Day, which is a song where Tim Henson and Scott LePage, I hope I said his name right, from Polyphia, they actually co-wrote a song for Babymetal, and it's very much like a Polyphia song, but with vocals done by Babymetal, and it's awesome. It's so melodic, very groovy. All the great guitar work that you would expect from Polyphia. The guitar solo is awesome. Very colorful, bouncy, and fun song. So I love that. I loved the staccato elements in it as well, like and stuff like that. So that was Brand New Day, and then we have two more. So second to last out of what I've reacted to so far is "Catch Me If You Can." I found this song to be this song was pretty fun. It reminds me a lot of the Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei openings. If anybody here is an anime fan, and even if you are an anime fan, it's still kind of obscure. It's not on any streaming sites or anything, but Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei is like a weird sort of satire slash dark comedy anime. And the openings kind of are similar to that. I might play a little bit of one so you can hear it. But so that's Catch Me If You Can. Oh, here it is. It's abbreviated. So yeah, that one is pretty cool. And then lastly is Night Night Burn, which this one had a lot of fun Latin American music elements, which I love because I grew up listening to Carlos Santana and like lots of other stuff. My parents are immigrants from Africa, so I've listened to all kinds of different kinds of music, and it's just kind of, it feels nostalgic, it feels like home, it feels right to hear this kind of music for me, because I just grew up listening to a lot of stuff like that. So I really like that fusion of Latin American music and metal. I often incorporate elements like that in some of my songs as well, in my guitar playing. So yeah, I dug that. So let's see, where is it? Here it is. All right, so that should be all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now, before I start ranking this, I do want to, for Catch Me If You Can, I want to show what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the song. This is from the 3rd season, I think, of Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. It kind of reminds me of Catch Me If You Can. It's called Ringo Mugire Beam, which means like apple picking beam. So it has a similar intro, and then you have like girls shouting out stuff during it and everything, and then it has like a sort of saccharine chorus to a degree. They're not exactly the same, but there's similarities in the style that that it made me think of. That Catch Me If You Can made me think of that song. So let's start. I'm gonna start arranging these. So right away, yeah, like I said, I don't think anything here is gonna go in D tier, because to me, D tier would be like a song I don't like, and I liked all of these to at least some degree. So I would say, like, even my least favorites out of these are still good songs that at most I would just occasionally skip if I was listening to them on a playlist. And I did make a playlist to listen to these 10 songs a few times over before I did this video, because I wanted to make sure I'd heard them all more than once. So I've heard all of these songs at least a handful of times, some more than others. So I would say I'm putting Babymetal Death in C tier for now. I might rearrange some of these as we go, but I like the song. It's sort of a cool introduction to the band, but it's nothing too mind-blowing, and it's kind of a simple, straightforward song. There's not much in the way of lyrics, not much in the way of like crazy solos. Really, it's just sort of okay. It's decent. Let me think. Catch Me If You Can. Where would I put that one? I mean, I really like the chorus of Catch Me If You Can. And I like how the lyrics are like around people playing hide and seek or tag, like hakurenbo is what they call it in Japanese, where somebody counts. The person who looks for the others is called the oni, which is like like the Japanese sort of ogre, the red guys with the horns, and yeah, it's a really playful song. I want to put Catch Me If You Can. I guess I'm gonna put it in C tier for now. I like it more than Babymetal Death, so I'll put Catch Me If You Can first. But it's again, it's not like an amazing song or anything, but I do like it quite a bit. Megitsune. Actually, no. Let's go to let's do Megitsune. Megitsune. I really like this song. This one's going in A tier, I think. I like after I first heard it, I like first reacted to it. I started listening to this like on my phone on Apple Music or whatever, and yeah, it's a really cool song. I love the fusion of like traditional Japanese melodies with metal that they did. It's just and like and and this riff is really fun with the keyboard melody on top. I like the chorus. You got the pig squeals. Na, 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 na. I can't do pig squeals, but I can growl. But yeah, that's a cool song. That one's going in A tier. Let me take a drink of water. Also going in A tier is Tales of the Destinies. I really liked this song. It's fantastic. You know, it's a love letter to Dream Theater. I was really into Dream Theater when I first picked up guitar. You know, like late 2000s. It is it specifically reminds me of Dance of Eternity from Metropolis Part 2, Scenes from a Memory, which is the fifth album by Dream Theater. It is. They even have like a ragtime piano section in Tales of the Destinies, which is something that happens in the song Dance of Eternity by Dream Theater. So like it was definitely intentional, and it's a fun love letter. And I feel like it's very obviously inspired by Dream Theater, but it's still original enough that it doesn't feel like a ripoff or anything. It just feels like a very direct homage. So what? Okay, what should I do next? I guess I'm going to say Starlight and Brand New Day. Between those two, what do I like? Actually, no. Let's go to Headbanger. Actually, Headbanger is going in B tier. That's a fun song. I enjoyed it. I think that's where I'll put that. I like it more than Catch Me If You Can and Babymetal Death, but not as much as Megitsune or Tales of the Destinies. So yeah, I think that's where that'll go. And like if we go back, I'm going back to Akatsuki now. I think where should I put Akatsuki? It kind of reminds me of if anybody's watched Hunter x Hunter. It reminds me of one of the ending songs from Hunter x Hunter called I think it's called "Hunting for Your Dream" by Galnerius or something. The band is called. It kind of reminds me of that. It's like a sort of hyper energetic, slightly neoclassical Japanese metal song. Yeah, I think I like Akatsuki more than Headbanger, but not as much as Mikitsune or Tales of Destiny. So Akatsuki's gonna go first in the B tier. Um, so yeah, I think that's where I'll put that. And then when we go to Akumu no Rondo, I'm putting that the night Rondo of Nightmare. I'm gonna put that in A tier as well. I think, yeah. But compared to the other A tier songs, is it better or does it go below? Yep, I think I'm putting it as. I'm gonna put Akuma no Rondo as the first one in A tier. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So now we're down to the last three songs: Starlight, Brand New Day, Night Night Burn. All right, I'm gonna say all three of these are S tier. These three are my favorite songs by Babymetal that I've heard out of the 10 that I've reacted to so far. So now it's just a matter of ordering them. I feel like if you've watched my reactions to all of these songs, which you know, you could just go to my music reviews and reactions playlist here on YouTube. You can see my reactions to all of these songs plus all the other bands and artists I've checked out. You could probably tell that I think Night Night Burn is probably my favorite one so far. Like I really I just had I burst to a big smile when I was hearing that song, and I've listened to it multiple times since that video. I think that's probably going to go first, and Then yeah, I think Brand New Day comes right after Night Night Burn, and then right after that comes Starlight. All three of these are like S tier, top tier songs to me so far, out of the songs I've heard so far. But yeah, Night Night Burn, I just love that Latin flair. It's such a fun song to listen to. It's super catchy, stuck in your head. They have all these different rhythms for every section. It was just fantastic. Brand New Day, as I said, the Polyphia touch is very prominent, and it works really well with Babymetal. I think Sue Metal's vocals on it are really cool, especially in the live version that I reacted to. I felt like she was singing in a slightly different way than normal, and it really works for the song and it works for her voice. Starlight is just beautiful. It's sort of like a nostalgic, almost slightly melancholy, but very uplifting song all at the same time. All three of these are incredibly melodic. It seems like the more melodic ones ended up higher on my list, and the less melodic ones tended to end up a little bit lower on the list. But yeah, like I said, none of these songs are songs I dislike or feel like skipping whenever I come across them. Like the ones in C tier, I might skip once in a while, but even then, like these two songs down here are great. Nothing goes in D tier for me from what I've heard so far. Maybe I'll react to something at some point that I don't like much at all, but I haven't gotten to that yet. And I might update this tier list with more songs when I've reacted to more Babymetal. And I can also do a tier lists for other bands that I've reacted to multiple songs from. For example, like Nightwish or another band. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I think that's it. Make sure you you like and subscribe if you aren't subscribed. I have more reactions coming out. I have cover songs that are out right now. Unholy Confessions, which is a cover of an Avenged Sevenfold song. That's out already on all the music apps and platforms. I have a cover for the Dragon Ball GT opening, Dandan Kokoro Hikareteku, which just came out on the 20th of March. So that's going up on all the apps. Just look for Karma Houdini on any music app. You'll find me. So I appreciate you checking out my music. And if you want to get music from me early, get videos from me early, and participate in voting polls on what I will review, react to, or make cover songs of, you can hop over to Patreon, where for $1 or more, you support the channel, and you get those benefits I just mentioned, like getting music early, videos early, and participating in voting polls. I appreciate everybody who's there already, and I appreciate anybody who checks it out in the future. And lastly, if you want to chat with me or chat with my bandmates, you can hop over to Discord. There are links to 2 Discord servers in my description. There's one for Master Sword, my band's Discord. You can chat with me, my bandmates, our fans, and everybody there. It's a great time. Or you can come to my Karma Houdini official Discord server, and that's where I'll post about my content, just chat with viewers or fans or whoever, and so that's a nice little budding community as well. And I think that's it. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.